Hey, what's up, all Wrestling Force viewers? I am here to give you a start of a series. And I haven't really named it yet, but I think I'm gonna name it Get to Know, and then whatever the wrestler's name is, because that sounds good to me. Getting to know your wrestlers. And then there's gonna be names in there. The wrestler I'm gonna be reviewing, and if you're wondering why I'm just randomly doing this, is because one, I have no wrestling videos really to make, except when there's TV shows on, but there's been no shows on. Two, I thought it would be fun to do this. Three, my dad's girlfriend's Chris, which is her birthday today, by the way. She is 32. So yeah, I don't really know what she calls him. She calls him, like, I'm just gonna call her like a male best friend, but like a best friend, like a good friend that's a male best friend. That's what I'm calling it, because I don't really know what to call it, because I don't know what the wrestlers call their families these days. He told me to look up wrestlers, and one of the first wrestler he told me to look up was Mascaras. So that's how I got that idea. So I don't know if how often I'll be doing these, considering the pay-per-view wise. But when there's no really any wrestling ideas I have, this is what I'll do. Yeah, but so first I'll start off with Mascaras. And I gotta say, reading about this guy, I can't believe I didn't know this guy. He just went to the Hall of Fame this year too, so that's pretty sad. But he wasn't even on. The thing is, he wasn't even on the television when he got inducted into the fucking Hall of Fame. So they didn't even acknowledge it at all. But I read on WWE.com that he's in the fucking Hall of Fame. So shouldn't you have him on TV? Or was it like a pre-show sort of thing? Fuck this YouTube pre-show. Just fuck it. But yeah, Mascaras. I don't know if he's still the same height, or he still weighs this much. He is 5'11". So he actually is pretty big for a Mexican wrestler. Yeah, because he's from Mexico City, Mexico. I just gave it away. He weighs 245 pounds. I don't know if he still weighs this much, but because he probably eats a lot of stuff now because he doesn't have to stay in shape. Then his finishing move, they call it the signature move, and I got this information, by the way, out of my encyclopedia. His finishing move is the plunger, and I think that's that cross-body he used to do to wrestlers to get him the win, because that's the move he does a lot. And he never wore the same mask twice. Well, you never see him. It doesn't really mean that he has, but you normally would never see him wear the same mask twice. And I should just mention that he found instant success in Mexico. He is known mostly in Japan and the United States of America. He had a memorable rivalry with Ernie Ladd, and I tried to find one of his matches with him, but I couldn't find him, but they did have a rivalry. And I don't even know who Ernie Ladd is. And on December 19th, 1977, he challenged superstar Billy Graham for the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Championship. No, Worldwide Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. And he competed in the 1997 Royal Rumble match, but he was unaware of the rules, so his own style, because he's like a high-flying Mexican, took him out of this match. So yeah, that was pretty interesting stuff to learn. Now I'm going to teach you stuff. I'm going to review some of his matches he had. So the first match he has is against Ricky Steamboat, and I guess this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, and I'm going to explain why I think this is that kind of match. I don't even see this kind of wrestling I saw today. There was like Texas, like he does throughout his matches he does like this nice leg hold into like a cross face, and Ricky Steamboat did do like bear hugs, and he did like abdominal stretches. They did all that kind of stuff. They did like a bunch of submission moves in this match, and eventually he does like a comeback and he does a flying headbutt. He does flying headbutts and he does drop kicks and they both do body slams together. And I like his entrance too. He comes out with like a cape and he comes out with the confetti. And by the way, this is not in English, so I'm just saying what I think the name of the move is. I think Ricky Steamboat, well, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but he was just Ricky Steamboat probably then, did like this move that Jamie Noble used to do, like the sleeping DDT kind of move. There's a name for it. I don't really know what it is. But then this was in Japanese, and this annoyed Chris, so I went closer and closer every time it got Japanese even more and more, and she wanted to boom. Eventually he does a high clock. He does the plancha and pins him for the win, and they did tap out in this match, but Chris explained that back then it was real wrestling, but I could also probably think it's sent it to maybe a different company. The only way you can win is by pinfalls, because it wasn't WWE, WWF. It was WW. It was Japan. It was Japan Pro. It was New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was Japan. It was that Japan Pro Wrestling or something. Then eventually Ricky Steamboat and him go back at it again. Ricky Steamboat pins him somehow, but I forget how. But he gets the second fall. Then they have abdominal stretch wars back and forth, and they're both outside the ring, and they both get counted out. And two guys come in and attack them, and they just fight back, and it just cuts out. I got these videos off YouTube, by the way. But yeah, that's really what happened. So yeah, they both got counted out. Then he faces Harley Race for the NWA Championship. What a guy, like, this guy is. This guy also does, like, a bunch of European uppercut clotheslines. No, he does a bunch of punches. Like, this guy is just fat. He does high-flying moves outside the ring. Like, in Japan Pro Wrestling, you could fight and you could use weapons. There was countouts back then, I should say. They used, like, weapons. They fought through the crowd. The referee would let them fight a little bit. Now it's like, 1, come on, get in the ring. 2, like back then you probably couldn't do anything too physical, but you could do stuff physical. They even brought a table in this match, and Harley Race does get opened up by getting his head bounced off the turnbuckles. But Mil Mascaras is the fucking god. Mil Mascaras, he's not better than Ray, but he's fucking better than Sin Cara. He's better than most of the fucking wrestlers you see today. I'm not trashing it today. It's just like, Mil Mascaras was just a fucking legend. Like, they even call him a legend, and he fucking deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, I can't believe I didn't know who this guy was. So, yeah, I should get back to what I was talking about. Mil Mascaras, I think it was another, because it's in Japanese. I think the first 3 matches or so are in Japanese, because I don't really know what is going on. Like, I don't really know. I think it's the first 3 matches. Yeah, it's the first 3 matches. But yeah, what ends up happening is, then I guess they both get counted out, so it was another draw. It's seen a draw, so I just that's why I kind of stopped. Harley Race would retain the championship, and I think they did draw a little bit more, and it just kind of cuts out. So that's pretty much it for that match, but it was a great match. Then he faced Abdul the Butcher. I'm surprised by this guy. This guy fucking owned Abdul the Butcher, and he's fucking probably 400 pounds, and he fucking owned him. He owned his ass. He took him down. He did shoulder flying headbutts. He did everything to take him down. But eventually, not all things can end in happiness. He tried to take off his mask, and I guess you can't take, I don't really know, I think it ended in another draw. This was also in Japanese, so this was at the point where Chris was like, and I was like, wrestling. But they fought a little bit, and I think someone came down to the ring and tried and saved him, and then he said that he had to train for 2 hours just to get his mask ripped off, and he probably was like, fuck that. So that was pretty much it for that match. But yeah, these are great matches. It just gets tired of seeing the no contest. But this is when you finally see him in a match. Well, he was in him win a match, I should say. I just gave it away, but still, Cactus Jack Moon. If you don't, and that's just Mick Foley, Mankind, obviously Cactus Jack and Dude Love, and he's fighting Mil Mascaras. He's the fucking shit. I don't care. This was a squash, I should say. This was a squash match. But it's kind of that kind of squash match where at least he's doing moves that get you into the match. I just am speechless how good this guy is. Like, he does like the head scissors control. He does like a that flying headbutt. He does a drop kick, and Mick Foley goes out on the floor and he does a suicide dive. He does a high cross the pantula to Mick Foley and wins the fucking match. Mil Mascaras is the fucking shit. He's the fucking shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I didn't know who this guy was. I still can't believe I didn't know who this guy was. Like, this guy is the god. Okay, he's not like the god, but he's like a great wrestler. He does have a match with Sergeant Slaughter, and he does it like the fucking shit. He's fucking awesome. He wins that match. I can't even review these matches because this guy, he does the same. This guy was good. Back then they did change it up. He did change it up a little bit. Sergeant Slaughter did get control, but that was kind of a squash, but not really a squash. And I think Cactus Jack's shoulder was up, I think, when he got pinned by the plancha. But then we get to a WWE Championship match. Well, when he fought Superstar Billy Graham. That was the fucking shit. He proved that he could hang in the main event scene. Well, he meets what's his name? Dream Team. I forget his name off the top of my head. He says that Superstar Billy Graham's manager says that he can stay if he behaves, and Mil Mascaras goes and gets Bob Backlund. He doesn't, and they fight a lot, and they fight awesome. They just do awesome moves. Mil Mascaras does that awesome. But he does the same moves, but they just look so awesome. I don't care if it's the same moves. But he does not win the match though, because I guess Superstar Billy Graham was unable to continue, and I guess that he was I don't know how to say this really. I guess he was like, I don't even know how to describe this. I guess he was unable to continue, so the belt stays on him. I guess. Well, they really took the pinfall and the submission. Clearly, yeah, but I didn't really like that. I wish I could have seen the match go on longer, but what can I say? Then he's in the Royal. Anyways, he was in the Royal Rumble, and he did great in the Rumble. He did his moves. He eliminated some people. He eliminated, as it goes, Hunter Hearst Helmsley's coming out, Stone Cold's in there, British Bulldog gets eliminated by, Owen Hart, Goldust gets eliminated by, no, Triple H gets eliminated by Goldust, which is how the Hall of Helmsley, I should say. And I believe he eliminates I forget who a masked person, and I don't know the names he eliminated, so I can't really tell you. But he does get eliminated, like I said, by his own momentum because he does that high flying move. And then I get to it. Then that was really it for him. It kind of the video cut out. Then it shows Triple H inducted him into the Hall of Fame. And then that was really it for Mil Mascaras. Then what happens is, yeah, Mil Mascaras, hold on, I lost my train of thought because someone has to call me while I'm trying to make a video. Yeah, Mil Mascaras was the shit. He was, like I keep saying, I know I might be overrating the guy, but I think he was the shit. I fucking thought he was awesome. I really liked it. Now that I know this guy, now that I think this is going to be a guy that I remember, and it's going to be something to talk about. Mil Mascaras is always going to be probably maybe, no, he's not going to be my favorite wrestler, but he's going to be maybe one of my favorite wrestlers. Mil Mascaras was the shit. So yeah, I don't know how many more of these I'll be doing before they announce a match in Hell in a Cell, because they're gonna fuck up my schedule, and I know they will do that. But I might be able to get a video out there before Raw comes on, so you never know. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just click on the links at the bottom. I'm not gonna say what to subscribe and favorite and stuff. Now tomorrow I'm gonna be giving my Superstars and TNA review. Friday, yeah, that's tomorrow, and also a SmackDown review. Saturday, actually I don't know about Saturday. That might be when the SmackDown review gets uploaded, but you never know. Then we have Saturday. I don't know if I'll get Saturday Morning Slam out there because I'm not up in time to watch it, but I'll get a video out there. And Sunday, I'll also get a video out there. But that's pretty much it, guys. Mil Mascaras deserves a round of applause, and peace out.